And guys, this is my video review of my KWA SR10. I got this from Airsoft GI for $385. It came with a free KWA hat. Airsoft GI likes to hand these out by the dozen. So, you know, if you order from them, you're probably going to get one. Actually, I'm going to put this on this mount right here. And hope you can see what I'm trying to do. Okay, so this is the box. This is KWA, engineered to outperform. I completely agree with that. Taking the top of the box off, you have a couple pieces of paper inside. First is your manual. It just basically tells you basics, how to use the gun safely, how to care for it, a little bit about how to disassemble it, adjusting the sights and hop up, simple stuff. You should know how to use it. If not, it's in here. This is your registration form from KWA. Basically lets you put down your serial number, location, phone number and stuff, and they, you know, it's for their consumer like service and stuff, so you know they know where the products are going, stuff like that. This is your KWA warranty. It's a 45-day warranty from the factory. Unlike companies like UTG or Jingdong, they actually are a company, so you can actually contact them through a phone number, and there's a street address that you can mail stuff to, and you can actually interact with them and sort out problems with your gun. It's great. So I'm gonna hang on to this. Definitely, you should too. This piece of paper right here lets you know that your gun is LiPo ready. Now, I didn't opt for a LiPo battery, but this tells you that you can use one in your gun. This will let you use up to an 11-volt LiPo battery in your gun. It'll give you a rate of fire of about 1,200 rounds per minute. It's going to be ridiculous, and it's going to be unrealistic, but if that's what floats your boat, go ahead and do it. At the bottom here is this ominous paragraph telling you if you choose the wrong LiPo battery, you will obliterate the gearbox of your gun. That has me a little scared. I don't really want to destroy my gun, so I opted for a really nice standard 9.6 volt 1400 mAh crane stock battery from G&G, and it's worked out great so far, and I saved about $100 on a battery, you know, it's great. Here is the last piece of paper. Basically tells me that Airsoft GI checked out my gun, fired it through a chronograph, fired 20 shots with 0.2 gram BBs, and the average was about 393 feet per second. The gun functions, it cycles perfectly, there's no problem with it. Excellent quality control right there, and I got a fully functioning gun. Alright, other things in the gun, that come with the gun. They give you a KWA sticker. It's completely clear with a white backing, and I haven't really decided what to put it on yet, but I like that KWA is trying to promote its products. They give you a barrel cover. This is great if you're just playing anywhere. You can just, stick this on the front of your gun. Makes it ultra safe. If you're playing on private property, you probably don't need this, but if you're going to an airsoft field or something, they're going to ask you to put this on, and it's so much faster than a barrel sock, and it looks a lot better too. Also, they give you 2 3mm wrenches and a front sight adjustment tool. I'm probably not going to need to adjust my front sight ever, because it's an airsoft gun, and it's pretty accurate as is. I don't think I can get it much more accurate. But just in case you need to adjust the elevation on your front sight, they give you a tool, and you can tighten up the body screws with the Allen wrench they give you. They also give you a cleaning rod. It's probably about 400 millimeters long. It's more than enough you need for the barrel. It's perfect. I've never encountered a bad cleaning rod. It's got standard unjamming tip, and it's got the cleaning loop, and it will let you just take care of your gun, keep it clean. The last thing that they give you in the box outside of the gun is this. It's a KWA 350 round magazine. It's pretty well made, but since I'm a milsim player myself, I don't use these. I use 30 round mags, so I'm going to show you what I'm going to do with mine. Ready? That's a trash can. Here's my magazine. Alright, points made. Going back. Okay, so now what we're all here to see is the gun. This is the KWA SR10. As you can see, it is very sexy. It has flip-up sights in the rear and in the front. It will accept star low caps. This is a star low cap. It holds 30 rounds. Goes right into the magazine well, absolutely no problem. I'm going to start at the stock and go right out to the muzzle. The stock on this weapon is a really nice nylon fiber composite material. It's got this really nice texture to it. It's quality. There's nothing wrong with it. Every time you watch these reviews on YouTube, and I know you guys are going to go on, you're going to think about buying a gun, you're going to watch 20 reviews on it, at least 10 guys are going to tell you that this is the nicest crane stock in the world. KWA makes the best crane stock in the world. I'm going to be the 11th guy to tell you this is the most amazing crane stock in the world. Okay? Other crane stocks you have to pull off the gun. This one, oh, there you go. You have to undo both catches, and this entire cover comes off, at which point you can take your battery. This is the G&G battery. Fits without a problem. Put each half of the battery into its respective slot. push it in, connect your wires, tuck the wires in, replace the buttstock. I'm not going to put it in for you guys right now. So you guys, you put this back on, you fit your catch. You're going to notice it's going to clip, but there's going to be a gap on one of the sides, so just give it one more whack and it's firmly seated, and you know, it's fine. The stock has a slight wobble to it, but it's a crane stock. It's made to adjust, so it's going to do that. It has 6 positions, including close. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and I like it on 2 myself. I think that's the most comfortable for me. I'm not the biggest guy. Moving forward, you have a rear sling mount. This is actually really for a single point sling. If you have like a tactical vest or something, or a single point sling at all, it lets you do a high-speed transition to a sidearm or to use your hands for something, and it's great. I wouldn't go into a game without one, because after a while it gets annoying just holding onto your gun, waiting for all your friends to load up their high caps, and you're sitting there fully loaded, waiting and waiting and waiting, and you keep putting your gun down, picking it up, putting it down. This just lets you hang it from the front of your vest, and your whole vest takes the weight. It's great. It's fully symmetrical. There's a sling mount on each side. It's made of this really hefty material. It's not like that old classic Army ones that you can buy that look like they're made of hot metal and they're ready to snap. It's no nonsense or no extra loops. It's great. I love it. The receiver has a really nice matte black finish. As you can see, KWA put on a really nice marking scheme. They have their symbol, you know, the KWA, which I was going to remove, but they have really earned my respect, so it's staying on. I also have their CZ75, a gas blowback pistol. So likewise, refuse to remove the markings. I really like KWA now. Moving down, you have 6mm, you know, statement saying it's a 6mm airsoft rifle. Basically, it tells you what kind of gun it is. You know, SR10, and below that you have your own serial number. The other side of the weapon did have a disgusting-looking safety sticker saying, "Don't look down the barrel of the gun. Don't shoot your friends. Don't shoot yourself, and don't shoot cops," basically. So I used some goof off and, you know, my fingernail, and I got it, and I just removed the sticker, and it looks much better now. I also had a little Made in Taiwan sticker right here, which also came off. The fire selector is standard M4 configuration, safe, semi, and full automatic. It's, you know, works just like any other fire selector. It clicks very nicely into both semi and full automatic as well as safe. Don't have any gripes or complaints there. The words safe, semi, and auto, they are all engraved, but they are not filled in with paint, so it looks very much like a real M4 or M16. The fire selector switch, the bolt catch, and the magazine release bar right here are all a different color from the gun. I don't know why KWA did that, but I like that because it actually makes it look a lot more like a real gun. KWA also put on a free float RAS system. It's made of a really nice aluminum with a textured paint. It has a brand new kind of delta ring right here. Instead of being the old slip ring that you have to slide back and peel off halves of the grip, it's one whole piece of aluminum. Unscrewing this will allow you to slide it right off the front of the gun. Underneath you can see that they have included a fully chromed gas tube, which actually makes it look like a real M4 or M16 style weapon. This is a very nice hybrid between the two. It has the crane stock of an M4, but has the long barrel, kind of opting, kind of like, you know, it's kind of going for an M16 look. It's not quite as long as an M16. This is only a 16-inch barrel. I believe the M16 is like an 18 or a 20. I need to check my facts on that, but it's much longer. And this is a 10-inch free float RAS system. It only contacts at one point, which is back here at the receiver, hence the free float system for it. You have 2 flip-up sights that mount directly to the RAS rails. The rear sight is adjustable for windage only and has a precision aperture, and a larger aperture for full automatic or low light firing. We have to return it to the fine aperture to fold it back down, hold the catch back, release, and it's down. And if you want it back up, snap it back up. Front sight has no catch, push it down and up as needed. It's adjustable for elevation only, and you can use the front sight tool to just turn it to where you want it. The gun itself has a very nice finish to it, like I said. The magazine catch is actually a really, really, really nice, like, indented switch instead of being the flat type, and it really lets your finger grip it instead of like slipping off like rounded edges. It's got a really nice feel to it. The magazines, like I said, this is a Star low cap, and it fits without the little modification of gluing in a piece of vinyl. It feeds flawlessly. Nothing wrong with it at all. I am telling you guys, use low caps. They feed almost every single round. This will actually feed 28 out of 30 rounds, and I haven't had a problem yet. All I use are low caps because it's realistic and it's unbelievably accurate on semi. 30 rounds, semi-automatic, you can hit your target easily with iron sights. There's no reason why you can't, and it makes you feel good when you're done. Moving on to the, let's go to the bolt right here. You have a charging handle, which will pull back a mock bolt, which covers your pop-up unit. You also have a dust cover over it, and upon releasing it, the dust cover stays down just like the real M4. And when you're done shooting, you close that, and it looks like you have a real M4 ready for travel in a dusty or dirty environment. Moving out the barrel again, you have a instead of a front sight mounted to the barrel, you have a gas block right here, and it's on there using roll pins. It's probably going to be a pain in the ass to remove because it looks like it's you have to like slide it off, which seems going to have to disassemble a lot of the barrel, but you don't, and there's nothing wrong with it. It's a great system. I actually like this front sight better than the old style A-frame front sight. Flash hider is a standard 14mm counterclockwise thread birdcage flash hider with a lock ring behind it and a set screw holding it in place. I'm telling you right now, if you're going to have this gun, it's great, but the vibration from firing will loosen up some screws. So what I want you to do is go to a hardware store and get a 1.5mm Allen key, a 2mm Allen key, and they give you 3, but here's another 3mm Allen key, and it lets you just tighten up all the screws and stuff that you see on the gun. And if those are tight, your gun won't fall apart on you. Just keep them tight after every game, keep the gun clean, and you're good. The other thing I have to mention is just the hop up. As you know, if you're trying to wheel forward, you get more hop up. If you're trying to back, you have less hop up. But pretty much enough said. If you have trouble with it, look through the manual and fiddle with it, and you'll get the hang of it pretty quick. The bolt sounds very nice for an airsoft gun. Usually you get this kind of loose, like, sproing noise, but this has got a nice, clack to it. It's not perfect because I'm a perfectionist, but, it sounds really good. Overall, I'm not going to do a shooting test. I'd like to, but I don't really find them useful. And you can go back to those 10 other guys on YouTube who said this gun was great and watch their shooting test. I can't really provide anything that's much different from theirs. It's fairly accurate at standard ranges. Anything up to 100 feet you can hit dead on with iron sights. And past that, it's an airsoft gun. Don't expect to snipe people with it, but you can kind of pick people off pretty easily with the iron sights and semi-automatic. Which brings me to our last compliment for this gun. It has the most responsive semi-automatic I've ever fired, and I'm not even using a LiPo battery. I'm using the G&G battery, and the semi-automatic is instant. The second you touch that trigger, it does a full cycle and fires in semi. I've never had a gun that fired that well. You have a slightly longer barrel than an M16, as mentioned. The manual says 368mm, but just for reference, this is a customized AK-74 with a 460mm barrel, and the barrel ends here and starts at the top of the magazine. And as you can tell, let me see if I can hold these up. You can see, roughly for comparison, it's only about 20mm short. So you have about a 380mm barrel, even though the manual says 368. And it's going to give you a lot more accuracy than an M4, but it's a lot more maneuverable than an M16, which I really like. I think for an airsoft gun, this is a really nice balance of accuracy and compactness, and overall it's just perfect for me. So I'm telling you guys right now, you want a good gun, buy this, you will not be disappointed. Thanks for watching. Feel free to comment and criticize, and